You got it tonight already? Why was it a class? No. Because I also have to do puja. But what will be here?
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopinjana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopinjana Jaya Gopinjana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandanam Bhajanaranjanam Yashodanandanam Bhajanaranjanam Yamunatira Vanachariyam Yamunatira Vanachariyam Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopinjana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandanam Bhajanaranjanam Yashodanandanam Yamunatira Vanachariram Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopinjana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandanam Bhajanaranjanam Yashodanandanam Yamunatira Vanachariyam Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Om Vishnu Pada Paramahansa Acharya Shri Sriman His Divine Grace Bhai Charavina Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON in BBT Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Srila Prabhupada Ji Ki Mahagrantha Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Gaur Premanandi All glorious assembly devotees All glorious assembly devotees All glorious assembly devotees all glories to Shri and Shri Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritya, Narayana Namaskritya, Naram Chaiva Narottamang Deving Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudirayet Nashta Praishva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Utamashloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Shringvatang Swakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Ridantastohya Bhadrani Vidunad Suritsadam Krishna Swadhamopagate Dharma Gyanadi Saha Kalona Stadushamesha Purana Konododitaha Mahagrantha Srimad Bhagavatam Ki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 50, verse. We read the introduction of Chapter 24 of Canto 5. So the title of this chapter 24 is Subterranean Heavenly Planets. Canto 5, Chapter 24, Introduction. Introduction by His Divine Grace, Bhajana Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Ki. This chapter describes the planet Rahu, which is 10,000 yojanas, 8,000 miles below the sun, and it also describes Atala and the other lower planetary systems. Rahu is situated below the sun and moon. It is between these two planets and the earth. Is our neighbor Rahu. When Rahu conceals the sun and moon, eclipses occur, either total or partial, depending on whether Rahu moves in a straight or curving way. Below Rahu, by another 1 million of yojanas, are planets of the Siddhas, Charanas, and Vidyadharas. They are almost demigods. And below these are planets such as Yakshaloka and Rakshaloka. Below these planets is the earth, and 7,000 yojanas below the earth are the lower planetary systems. Yeah. At this moment, we are only go up in the universe, but now we start to go down. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, and Patala. It's poetic. Rhythmic. Demons and Rakshasas live in these lower planetary systems with their wives and children. Yes, they have a good families, good children. Always engaged in sense gratification and not fearing their next births. Yeah. Have some similarity with our society of now. The sunshine does not reach these planets. The influence of the sun go at more lower of the Earth planet, our planet. But in the major of this planet, this Bila Swarga don't have sun under the Bila Swarga. The sunshine does not reach these planets, but they are illuminated by the jewels fixed upon the hoods of snakes. Because of these shining gems, there is practically no darkness. Thus, those living in these planets do not become old or diseased, and they are not afraid of death from any cause but the time factor, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the planet Atala, the yawning of demons has produced three kinds of women, called Swarini, independent, Kamini, lust, and Punchali, very easily subdued by men. Below Atala is the planet Vitala, wherein Lord Shiva and his wife Gauri reside. Because of their presence, a kind of gold is produced called Hataka. Below Vitala is the planet Sutala, the abode of Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj king, the most fortunate king. Bali Maharaj was favored by the Supreme Person of Godhead, Vamanadeva, Trivikrama, because of his intense devotional service. The Lord went to the sacrificial arena of Bala Maharaj and begged him for three steps of land. And on this play, the Lord took from him all his possessions. When Bali Maharaj agreed to all this, the Lord was very pleased, and therefore the Lord served as his doorkeeper. The description of Bali Maharaj appears in the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes, the next chapters of the novel. When the Supreme Person of Godhead offers a devout material happiness, this is not his real favor. Yeah, in this perspective, we can understand this chapter. The demigods who are very puffed up by their material opulence pray to the Lord only for material happiness, not knowing anything better. Devotees like Prahlad Maharaj, however, do not want material happiness, do not to speak of material happiness. They do not want even liberation from material bondage, although one can achieve this liberation simply by chanting the holy name of the Lord, even its improper pronunciation. Below Sutala is the planet Tala, the abode of the demon Mayadanava. This demon is always materially happy because he is favored by Lord Shiva. Generally, the demons like Ravana are devotees of Lord Shiva, but he cannot achieve spiritual happiness at any time. Below Talatala is the planet Mahatala, where there are many snakes with hundreds and thousands of hoods. Below Mahatala is Rasatala, and below that is Patala. This is very darkness, where the serpent Vasuki lives with his associates. Om Gyanati Mirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumiritanjana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Staptan Yena Bhutale Swayarupa Kadamahyam Dadat Svapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirveshesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhya Eva Chapati Danam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adighor Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. Good morning to everyone. Thanks for coming for the Srimad Bhagavatam class. We are studying the chapter 24 of the 50th canto. 50th canto is famous because we have a description of the universe, the structure of the universe. Universe is knowing like egg. Lord Brahma's egg. So, because this is called Brahmanda, the egg of Lord Brahma. So this is a little technical and sometimes surreal because it is very difficult for our experience conceivable. All these things are described in this canto. But the Bhagavatam is very expert in introduce Bhakti Yoga. Once time, a devotee asked for Lord Chaitanya. Devotee Devananda Pandita asked to Lord Chaitanya how can he explain the Srimad Bhagavatam in the mood that satisfied Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya said that the Srimad Bhagavatam only speaks about bhakti. From the beginning to the end, only speak about bhakti. So in the previous chapter 23, we heard about the glorification of Dhruva Maharaj, because of intense bhakti, Lord Vishnu Prishnagarbha gave to Dhruva Maharaj a planet called the Pole Star in the planetary system Shishumara. Bhakti means glorify the devotees of the Lord Shri Krishna, because like a dad stay very, very satisfied when the people glorify, stimulate his son. In the same way, Lord Shri Krishna stay very, very happy when the people glorify and worship his devotee. So in the previous chapter we have this glorification to Dhruva Maharaj, and in this chapter, in a way very, very strategically, we have the glorification of Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj is a grandson from whom? Bali Maharaj is a great son from Prada Maharaj. So it's a very powerful family. It's a family of demons, but even this demon family born in very great, exalted devotees. So this is a summary from Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur by this chapter 24. In the 24th chapter, the places of Rahu. Rahu sometimes is very friendly of devotees. Generally, devotees need to be passed by a Mahadasa, a large period of Rahu. But Rahu is a demon. The Siddhas and others, as well as the 7 hour planets, starting with Atala, are described. Atta Harha means he was not qualified to be Devata, in this case of Rahu. Because Rahu becomes a Graha. A Graha means planet. In general, planets are demigods beyond, but not the case of Rahu. Title of this chapter by Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is Description of the Lower Planets. Hey man, if they are inferior planets, how can they be celestial? What's up, bro? You think that just because they are inferior, they're only suffering? So the logic is the superior planets are celestial planets because they have more happiness, more pleasure, more material builds. And lower planets, yes, the hell, where have demons, the Diablo, the peoples are ugly and the things are bad and the peoples only suffer. But this is not the reality that the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Puranas describe. In fact, on the planet there is much sense of pleasure as on Sargaloka in the celestial planets. The difference is that their inhabitants they don't do devotes of Vishnu like demigods. So they have a lot of opulence, but they are not devotees of Vishnu. The demigods like Indra, Chandra, Surya, they are devotees, but they are devotees in Sakama Mudi. What this means that they are devotees, but they have material desires. The demons, the Asuras, the descendants of Diti and Kashyapa Muni, the deities and Danavas, they don't like of Vishnu. They want to take out the head of Vishnu. They don't like. But devotees, perfect devotees like Narada Muni, they are devotees in Nishkama, or devotees without material desires. And this is the perfection, because this is a pure consciousness, Krishna consciousness. Including our actually society is in Kali Yuga is a society in the Rajaguna mode. What happens in the society in Rajaguna mode? They develop a lot the science and technology. So we have a lot of science and technology, but we don't have or the people don't give importance to questions of self-realization. Who I am, where I come from, what is the purpose of the life. I am this body. So we have a lot of comfort, material comfort, and advancement in technology in the industrial society, Rajaguna society. But a society in Sattva-guna is a society that the first is the spirituality, the development of our relationship with God, and they have a life more organic, more in connection with the nature. Yes, like in the field, like rural life. One life in harmony with the animals, cows, plants, trees. Yes, it's like in a farm. More like this. Because in the field, in the forest, you have Sattva-guna, that is more easy to understand God, that is possible to understand God. In the big cities that nowadays, this big cities development, cities with 80 million of inhabitants, like London, the frequency is in Rajaguna, but in these cities, in places like Slater houses and prostíbulos, the pubs, etc., we have more a frequency of Tamaguna. But the comprehension, the understanding of God arises in Sattva-guna. So again, He is the universe, Tcharam. We are here, yes, our small blue planet. So here is Swargaloka, the planets of Indra and another demigods. And above, yes, down of Swargaloka we have the moon, the sun, and more or less in this region we are the Rahu. And after the earth we have the Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala that we will describe in this chapter. So someone can ask, but I heard that in these inferior planets have a lot of suffering and the peoples go to be punished by Yamaraj. So in this chapter describe these Atala, Vitala, Sutala, they are planetary systems. Yes, like here, Swargaloka, Bhuvarloka, the Shishumara that not are demonstrated here, but is more or less here. These are planetary system, and planetary system means that have many planets. So in this Atala is like a circle, yes, like you said, like you see here, yes, it's like a circles. And the circles, Atala, Vitala, is formed by many planets. And in some specific planets, they will be described in the next chapters. I think in chapter 26 or 27, these specific planets and these specific planets have the punishment by Yamaraj. And this is a lot suffer. Yes, the description is it's terrible. So here again, moon, sun, Rahu, and us. Rahu is 10,000 yojanas below of the sun. Rahu, the demon who causes eclipses of the sun and moon, covered himself with the dress of a demigod and thus entered the assembly of the demigods and drank the nectar without being detected by anyone, even by the Supreme Person of Godhead. Do you know this pastime? Oh, I will not tell for you. This pastime is very famous. We have Krishna incarnated like a woman, Mohini Murti. So when Krishna incarnated like a woman, is the most beautiful woman in the existence, in the reality. But why Krishna become a woman? Because a woman is very attracted for the demons. The demons want to possess, want to explore a woman, a female body. Have a great dispute in the universe because of the nectar. The demons conquer the universe, and the demigods are weak. So Vishnu recommended that they have a shining of the ocean milk. Churning, yes, thank you. And this ocean milk, many things arise, and the end arise a pot of nectar, immortality nectar. Who drink and will stay very powerful and immortal. And the demons, the Danavas and the Daitas, took this pot. And Krishna assumed get this form of Mohini Murti and eluded the demons. The demons stay very captivated by the form of Mohini Murti, and Mohini Murti stay, okay, we go divide the nectar between demigods and demons. But of course, Mohini did the demons, and Mohini Murti gave the nectar first to sun, to moon, but this demon Rahu, he get addressed like a demigod and stay between the moon and sun, and they drink a little drop of this nectar, and the demigods announced, no, he's not demigod, he's a demon. In this same time, Mohini Murti cut with the Sudarshana Chakra the head of this demon Rahu. And by the merciful, this Vishnu, the head become a graha, a plant called Rahu, that is invisible. And this planet Rahu try eat the sun and the moon. And this is what we call it of eclipses. Because this eclipse not is it's very surreal, I know. Because the eclipse not is auspicious. Because it's a demon try eat the sun and the moon. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Mohini Murti, was able to bewilder all demons, but Rahu was so clever, so smart, that he was not bewildered. Another thing is, in the Western culture, what icon we have about the demon. Demon is a very horrible person with horns, with a tail, sometimes red, is very, very ugly. But generally, the demons are very beautiful. And major of peoples in our society are demons, are asuras, because the essence not is the appearance. The essence is I don't like of God. I have envious of God. This is the sense of demon mentality. Sometimes demons gave charity, like I forget his name, Jarasandha. Sometimes they are pious, they are religious, but they make these sacrifices, the yagyas, only for spending your material opulence and your material influence. They like of power, of control and other peoples, like Trump. So what characterizes the demons is the aversion. They are against Vishnu. And demigods even have many material desires. They are favorable to Vishnu, because this Vishnu put the demigods to govern the universe, and the demons no, because demons, by the envious of Krishna, the influence of Rajas and Tamas, they have the tendency of destroy the universe. So, our actual society, after the modernity, after 500 years ago, the society are maintaining the society, or are destroying? Like now, yes, lands bombs in every country, no plan, don't have approbation of the ONU, of even the America, and send bombs in another country. This terrible society. Here, one may ask why the Supreme Personality of Godhead could not detect Rahu. The reason is that the Lord wanted to show the effects of drink nectar. It's property of Srila Prabhupada. This is in 8th canto that are this pastime. So this is a very interesting information. According to verse 2, this chapter 24, the sun stands over a dimension of 8,000 miles, plus the moon is twice as large and Rahu 3 times larger. Yes, the moon is 2 times more big than the sun, but the Rahu is 3 times more big than the sun. And the sun is 2 times more big than the Earth planet. So this is a picture from this time, yes. Here, moon demigod, Surya demigod, yes. Here, Rahu are drink the nectar, and Mohini Murti cut with Sudarshana chakra this head, and his head transform in this Agraha, this planet that is very auspicious, including we are in a time of Rahu. The people's like of this fashion, like piercings, tattoos, etc. All this is influenced by Rahu. Understand this mood, punks, etc. Yeah, but we don't have punks in the temple. So, this is another picture. Rahu, the head, trying it to the moon. This is in the eclipse moment. So, the first time the ChatGPT make a right graphic, yes, 10,000 yojanas, 180,000 kilometers below Rahu. Here in Switzerland, they use miles or kilometers? Like in Brazil. Miles is for United Kingdom. Okay, I use Brazil and Switzerland is equal. Yeah, I use the kilometers. Okay, better. We have Siddha Loka around this place. Siddha Loka, Charana Loka, Vidyadhara Loka. They are not demigods, but they have the same vibe. This is a little more lower, but they are not demons. They are demigods, almost demigods. Siddhas, Charanas, Vidyadharas. Antariksha means sidereal space. That is in this place. Yes, Burloka, Earth planet. The realm of yakshas, rakshasas, pishashas, in spirits, they have a subtle body. Here starts the region of clouds and winds that have air, oxygen, and here our planet Bhumi. I don't know how did ChatGPT make plan, but so is this. So Bila Swarga. Bila Swarga, so is this region, yes? We are here. This is a question that I don't understand. Yes, the 7 islands in horizon, I don't understand this. And the oceans of liquor, sweet water, ghee, etc. These oceans are here. And here the Bila Swarga, especially this portion is Bila Swarga. What means Bila Swarga is an imitation of heaven. Yes, everybody wants to go to the heaven, but when you not surrender to Krishna, to Vishnu, you go to imitate heaven. That is this societies also. Look at the description. This is verse 8 of this chapter. The Daityas and Danavas, Daityas and Danavas are the Asuras, the demons, the descendants of Diti and Kashyapa Muni. From Kashyapa Muni, but with another wife, the Aditi, came the Adityas. Adityas are the demigods. Jai Shri Jagannatha Baladeva Shrimati Subhadra Maharani Ki Jai Ho, Jai Shri Gaura Nitai. And Nagas. Who are the Nagas? Nagas are the snakes, the big snakes, yes, like mix of human and snake, but are the snakes, yes, not human beings, but not more articulate than our snakes that we have in these plains. It's a very developed snakes, who are householders, always enamored by their wives, children, friends, and society, in beautiful houses, gardens. This is a description of flower plants. In playgrounds, and having greater wealth, power, bliss, and sense enjoyment that the higher plants live there in illusion enjoyment, with desires more unimpeded than in Swarga. Yes, like the American way of life. Yes, this is a demonic society that is very similar to our materialistic society. Yes, always perfect, but without God. Yes, like in this picture. Since there is no sunshine in the subterranean plants, time is not divided into days and nights because you don't have sun. Yes, every time is darkness. So it's very inauspicious when don't have sun and night, because this night is the moment to take a rest, to stay introspective, etc., etc. And the day is the moment that you work. With the sun, in morning I chant the Gayatri, in the middle of the day I chant the Gayatri, in the afternoon, evening, I chant the Gayatri. But if you don't have a sun on these moments, how can I regulate? Because the regions like Pole Star, Antarctica, not is auspicious because it's only ice. And they don't have these muhurtas, these divisions, and these divisions is very important to make dharma, to make religion. But in these lower planets, don't have only darkness, only darkness. But in materialistic view, have a good. And consequently, fear produced by time does not exist. Because if you not see the time moving, you don't stay worrying with the die. But it is a great illusion. Many great serpents reside there with gems on their hoods. And the effulgence of these gems, this is a very dangerous, this is a serpent with a gem, dissipates the darkness in all directions, since the residents of these planets drink and bath in juices and elixirs made from wonderful herbs. I know this kind of herbs. They are free from all anxieties and physical diseases. They have no experience of gray hair, wrinkles, or invalidity. Their bodily lustres do not fade, their perspiration does not cause a bad smell, and they are not troubled by fatigue or by lack of energy or enthusiasm due to old age. So, materialistic is perfect, is more advanced than us, but if you don't have a Krishna consciousness, all this is very dangerous. Why the situation in this planet is very favorable? Because we are in the middle. This meaning that we don't have the distractions of the celestial planets or these inferior planets have. And we don't have a lot of sufferers like in these patalas these planets of punishment. So we don't have a lot suffer, we don't have a lot pleasure, so we can concentrate it in spiritual life. We don't have distractions for spiritual life. So this planet is more easy to get, to ascend to Vaikuntha planets, to Krishna Loka, because of these conditions. No much suffer, no much happiness, and you can put the focus in the spiritual life. Because this Bhagavatam glorify a lot this planet, especially because Krishna born here in this day of Brahma, Lord Chaitanya, yes, many incarnations appear here. It's a very special pilgrimage place, and we can practice very nice spiritual life in this planet, because this Bhagavatam glorify this planet, and many demigods make line. They are initiated to born in this planet, especially because now the age of Sankirtan movement inaugurated by Lord Chaitanya. The imitation heavens. This is translation of Bila Swarga. My dear king, in the imitation heavens known as Bila Swarga, there is a great demon named Maya Danava. And really, he is architect. He building very beautiful buildings. He make weapons also. Who is an expert artist and architect. He has constructed many brilliant decorated cities. There are many wonderful houses. This is the situation in these plants. Walls, gates, assembly houses, temples, yards, and temple compounds, as well as many temples of Lord Shiva especially, as well as many hotels serving as residential quarters for foreigners. So, sense enjoyment is very easy to get, yes, to achieve. But the Krishna consciousness, no. The senses enjoyment is temporary, but the Krishna consciousness is our real nature, and when you get, you never more lost, is eternal, because this is the reality of Krishna, the spiritual reality. But here it is temporary, you get and lost, even this situation. Because he was near me, it was possible for me to conquer with great dexterity the powerful king of heaven, Indradeva, along with his demigods associates, and thus enable the fire god to devastate the Khandava. This is the Maya Danava demon in pastime of Mahabharata with Krishna and Arjuna. And only by his grace was the demon named Maya saved from blaze in Khandava forest, and thus we could build our assembly house of wonderful architectural workmanship, where all the princes assembled during the performance of Rajasuya Yagya and paid you tributes. Yes, the Pandavas have a beautiful palace that was built by this demon Maya Danava. And the demigod's architect is called Vishwakarma. They have your architect also. So this first planet in our planet is Atala. In Atala there is a demon, the son of Maya Danava, named Bala. Create three kinds of women, Kinoa, Swarini, Karmini, and Punschali, who deceive and mislead men. I will not get details because you studied with devotees during this week. These women make him fit with Hataka and enjoy with him by embraces, talking, attractive smiles, and playful glances. Drinking this beverage, the man thinking he has the strength of the 10,000 elephants, as if blind with intoxication, boasts, I am God and I am perfect. Yes? This is the symbolic of a demon mentality. I'm the best. I'm very powerful. But all this is based in the false ego, ahankara. I am the body. But I'm not this body. I am a spiritual soul, Jiviraswara Hare Krishna Nityanasa. And as a spiritual soul, we are very tiny. Krishna is Vibhushit. Krishna is illimited, is very, very powerful. And us, we are very tiny. We are known in the Upanishads as Anuchit, very, very, very small. So the humble, the humility, Amanitva, Trinada, Pesunichina, is the sober consciousness, is a sober intelligence. Because this is what we real as. This is what we real being. But this tiny, this infinitesimal spiritual soul, when connected with Krishna, because Krishna is great, we get the real qualities, and stay powerful. But the condition is we are very, very small. But by the illusion, material illusion, we think that we are great, we are powerful. I am a president, I am a very expert, I am a very intelligent. There are other people's not our intelligence. The problem that in this mood, you don't have a respect by the other peoples and the sent peoples. And if I'm great, everything's okay, I don't need the God of God. So because of this false ego, ahankara, we reject of God. But in alert consciousness, in the real consciousness, we understand our position, Trinada, Pisunichina, and we know, we understand how much we need of God. But this is condition in this planet. I am God, I am perfect, I am Donald Trump. Vitala. Vitala, but is another diacritic, is a name of a great deity of Maharashtra, of Lord Vishnu, with the hands and the hips. It's a so sweet deity. But this is Vitala, In this plant, Shiva and Parvati produce rivers of gold. One point, Lord Shiva is very powerful. He is not a common jiva like us, but he is not a Vishnu Tattva, he is not a Vishnu. He is Vishnu, but not at the same time. It's like yogurt. Yogurt is a product of milk, but at the same time, yogurt not milk. Lord Brahma explained this position. Point is, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva is very, very powerful because these have many expansions. Yes, many incarnations of Lord Shiva living in the universe. In one incarnation of Shiva Parvati, live in this Vitala and produce rivers of gold. And these inhabitants of this place use these ornaments. I will not explain details because the devotee will explain to you. Yes, this detail not is too much favorable to brahmacharis also. Sutala. Like here we have the glorification of Bali Maharaj. Yes, this is very strategic put in this chapter. Bali Maharaj, after conquer the entire universe and being deceived by Vamanadeva, who took everything from Bali by being in fortunate, resides in Sutala. So, in the same way, after the pastime of Dhruva with Vishnu, Dhruva obtained the Dhruva Loka. So Bali Maharaj, he go to this planet Sutala, but it is a very, very special condition. who took everything from Bali by begging him for charity, resides in Sutala Loka, where Trivikrama himself is his gatekeeper. So, Bali Maharaj have the own Supreme Personality of Godhead, how he's gatekeeper, and possesses far greater wealth than Indra. So, Bali Maharaj, he conquered the universe, but like a demon, yes, it's like his possessions. Vamanadeva took all, but after, this is the nature of Bhakti. Bhakti not private the devotee of any material thing. Any blessings, the devotee have all. And the most important, devotee have the faith in Krishna, have the favor of Krishna. But nothing material or spiritual is private of the devotee by the Krishna's mercy. So, a question: does this mean that the result obtained by giving charity in a loving bhakti attitude towards the Lord is mere wealth? What do you think? So, I surrender to Krishna with a loving attitude, and Bali Maharaj conquer too much opulence. This is the result of bhakti? No, this is for the third consequence. No. Of course, wealth is not the primary benefit of offering something in loving gesture to the Lord. But such is the characteristic of the Srimad Bhagavatam, a Purana that glorifies the holy names of Krishna. This is a very secretive, very confidential nature of Srimad Bhagavatam, because Srimad Bhagavatam is a Purana that came to glorify the holy names. Because this Lord Chaitanya eligible the Bhagavad Purana, how the best Purana and the most important canon in our Sankirtan movement and Lord Chaitanya movement. The Bhagavatam is the most important scripture, and if you study the Vedas, you understand that the Bhagavatam is the conclusion of all Vedas, because this is the literature more important of all Vedas. All Vedas, the essence is the Srimad Bhagavatam. That precisely for this reason, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chooses it as the principal scripture to base his Sankirtan movement. The Immaculate Purana, that in the middle of a discussion about the lower planets, we have a verse like this. Yasyaha bhavakshuta patana prakshalandishu vivasha sakrinama bhikrinan purusha karma bandhana jasa vidotyasya haiva pratibadanam mumukshavo anyataivo palabhante. Verse 20. If one who is embarrassed by hunger or who falls down or stumbles chants the holy name of the Lord even once, wiggling or unwiggling, he is immediately freed from the reactions of his past deeds by anamabhasa. Karmis entangled in material activities face many difficulties in the practice of mystic yoga and other endeavors to achieve that same freedom. So this is a very important glorification to holy name. And remember that is the next canto. What is the next canto? Next canto is the sixth canto. And what we have in the sixth canto? The pastime of Ajamila. And in this pastime, Ajamila, that is a very sinful person, achieved Vaikuntha because of the holy name. So the sixth canto that are in the middle. This is very interesting because Bhagavad Gita, we have 18 chapters. The six first chapters explain about karma, and the last 6 chapters explain about jnana. But all this is connected with bhakti. But in the middle, from chapter 7 to 12, Krishna explained about Bhakti. In the same way, in the middle of Srimad Bhagavatam, we have the pastime of Jamila. That is the essence of a glorification of the holy name. Many chapters, many verses glorify the holy name in Srimad Bhagavatam, as the special glorification are in this chapter, are in this pastime, in the pastime of Jamila and Yamadutas and Vishnu. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki. So I say, I know I'm late, sorry. The last three planets, Talatala, Mahatala, Rastala, here is real hellish conditions. The inhabitants have a form of serpents, of cobras, of snakes. But sometimes the Sudarshana Chakra came here, yeah, and they stay with a very fear and use these gems on the top of the head to illuminate all. And this is the basis of these three last planets. This is very near of the Garbhodaka ocean, the ocean that divides this universe. Half of this universe is water. Water came from the Garbha. Garbha means sweat. This water came from the body of Garbhodaka. Garbha, ocean. Garbhodaka Vishnu. Okay? Srila Prabhupada ki, Maha Granda Srimad Bhagavatam ki. If someone have a commentary, sorry by the time. Yes.
You said that there is only essential pleasure in these lower systems, but also suffering periods, right? They have a lot of suffering. So
Yeah.
I was wondering, since they don't practice any spiritual practice, how can they?
The problem is my ear. The first many places of this in our planets have a lot of pleasure, like we are in a planet. In our planet, Earth planet, we have places with a lot of enjoyment, like here, like in Thailand, but we have in the same planets regions like Serra Leoa, Somali, that have a lot suffer. Same time, in this planetary system, have places with a lot of pleasure, but you have a planet that is like a prison when us go to be punished. So in these places have a lot of suffer. And the second part.
I was wondering, since they don't practice anything spiritual, how can they? What happens to the inhabitants after they die?
Okay. This, remember, the root of all is three moods, three gunas: Raja, Sattva, and Tamas. This is the basic principle of the reality. This reality, because in the Vaikuntha planets, that is real reality. He is temporary. He is not a reality. He is illusory. So here have Raja, Sattva, and Tamas. Vaikuntha planets only Vishuddha Sattva, only eternity, no time, no temporary. So the base in this root, the source of this reality, that is three gunas, independent religion, anything, if you connect with the Sattva guna, you go to the heaven planets. If you connect with the Raja guna, if you was a good family member, a good mother, a good father, work, and yes, did your duties with family, was very responsible, you can born here again. But if you cause suffer too much another living entities, this is the principle of the darkness of Tamaguna. If you cause suffering a lot for another, even to you, this is influence of darkness Tamaguna, and you go to these regions, especially by this punishment. This is the base, yes? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Sattva, go to heaven planets. Rajas, passion, stay here. And Tamaguna, go to the hellish plants, stay a period, and after can born a animal, and they have evolution to get again a human body. Human body means that you do karma, you have a consciousness, you have a discrimination by your attitudes. So with discrimination, you can go or down. This is the place that you go up or down. This is the middle plant. This is the plant here to the plant that you develop karma. Satisfied?
Yeah. So the inhabitants will be born as animals in this planet, and then from the lower animals.
Yes. When one go to the prison and he have punished by 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, and after this he come back to the society. So after a period in these hellish plants, you come back here to the earth, to the middle, the place that you do karma. And again, because this is samsara, yes? Go and down, go and down, go and down. The only way to break in this is associated with a pure devotee. Brahmanda Brahmite, Brahmanda Brahmite, gonna come. Brahmanda Brahmite, I forget. So, the jiva, us, we are go and down. But when you found it with a bona fide spiritual master, a pure devotee of Krishna, by the mercy of Krishna, Guru Krishna Prasad Pai Bhakti Lata by the mercy of this devotee, pure, this mercy of this pure devotee, accompanying, came together the mercy of Krishna, because Krishna is servant of his pure devotee. So by the mercy of a pure devotee, and by the mercy of Krishna, we get the Bhakti Lata Bija, the seed of Bhakti. And is growing, and you can broken this chakra, this samsara chakra, born in up, born in down. It's the only way, by Bhakti. And Bhakti is only possible by the mercy of a pure devotee. A pure devotee of Krishna. Okay? Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Mahagrantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. This verse is very important.